Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, December 5th. We're looking at window traders market profile of the ES and NQ. Well, the only thing worse than a day with no range and no volume is not trading it well. And I didn't. Got caught in that H liquidation break. Got hurt pretty good on that. Lost money on the day. I started the day off well, gave back a lot in D period. I'll also go over that. So I'm more upset, not so much losing money, but losing money on a day where the volume and range was absolutely horrible is frustrating. I should have been more patient. I thought I was being patient, but not the case. ES with that last bit of a push lower kept them out of the SPY being in the top 10 smallest ranges again. It's only $2.18. Nothing to write home about. The volume, very good odds of being in the top 10 lightest. Okay? Again. So the range and volume is not our friend with these all-time highs. We attempted to go trend down twice today. In B and C failed. We attempted to go trend up in G, failed. NQ attempted to go trend up and F failed. Just a lot of mixed MGI. The Bears pretty much won the day, but not in any great fashion. On our checklist sheet, the Bears won 5-3. So first win of the week for them. Righty is one time framing down 4 days now. They go out with an afternoon rally high and a price probe. So again, they're down on the daily, balance on the weekly. ES and NQ are still up on all three time frames. ES didn't even get below the base of the price spike to L today. Now NQ kept going back and forth through it, and now we settled below it. But going forward, that was a line in the sand early today, and the bulls held it in ES. But once you had that liquidation break, it just wiped out. When you get a liquidation break like that, the algos are basically, it's like getting knocked out by a boxer. They don't recover. And they didn't. They never did. NQ did go back and forth through the base of the price spike a lot. But today's lows are going to be the important thing for tomorrow. Because if you take those out, you're firmly back in balance on the daily. And tomorrow night we'll recap all the charts. So the day started okay. I actually took a short in both ES and NQ because they were opening both of them open up right near their overnight highs. I thought they might front run them. Okay? Yes, the overnight was short, but again, you got to put that in context. A lot of that was just longs getting out. Well, they both got them fairly quick. I broke even in ES, and NQ actually made 3 points because it came back in. I did get long to get the all-time high in NQ, though. So I did that. And once again, by the way, SPY, ES, SPX, NQ, Triple Q, NDX, NASDAQ Composite, all-time highs today. The Dow, let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure they did not. No, they missed it by about 20 points or so. So we did hit all-time highs. We don't have all-time highs in the overnight. Not a lot of excess up here, though. I know for people who have been shorting the crap out of this market, they're looking for anything. So I did get the long to get the all-time high in NQ. That was good. I took a short to go get the overnight POC in A period when we started coming back down to get that wide overnight POC, which worked. B period in NQ, I took a short against the opening that worked. C period, I took the short to get the IB low and the overnight low. So the day started off really well. Should have quit. Then D period came. It started rallying. I'm like, yeah, we have both overnights, but we have the IB low. I started shorting it in C period against the 144 against the opening. I'm sorry, D. This is D period. And I got to full boat I said, if it gets above the open, I'm getting out. It got above, I didn't get out. Then it spiked a little more, and I got out. And that was a decent loss. Took back a lot of what I was up from A, B, and C. And then it ended up coming in. But that I didn't mind so much. I was still up on the day. It wasn't bad. Then in F period, I took a long to get the IB high in the NQ. Just a small one, but I got it. Now, I know the market is tremendously long in all three time frames. However, in the intraday, I didn't think the market was that long here in F and G. So when it pulled back, and I had said we were discussing in the room before it happened. Somebody said, do you want to buy value high? I said, no, I don't want to buy value high. And it was higher than this. It got lowered when we went lower. It was a bit higher than this. I said, because the fact that we failed trend, we're going to most likely get that back to POC. What I did do is I started along just a one lot at 36.50. It was right around the 144 in the opening. I'm like, let's see if they hold it. That was stupid. You got to be as honest as you can. It came in, I added right around where the POC was at that time, which was F's low. I only added a one lot. Started coming in again. I'm like, well, I'm not expecting a liquidation break. I'm expecting more of just an afternoon pullback and to go back at least to POC and stuff. And I got long. I went full boat around E. And then she dumped. So not only did I give back what I was up from the morning, even after D's loss, gave back a lot more. So that was frustrating. And that was my last trade for two reasons. Number one, I was a little bit mentally spent. But more importantly, there wasn't anything that was really interesting me. Yes, we basically went, well, ES one time frame down the whole afternoon after that. NQ stopped in L and then roll over. But I was like, you know what? Tomorrow's another day. I'll start over. I knew the ranges were small. I just wasn't looking for that type of pullback in H, obviously. As far as our destinations go, today's all-time high is 07 and a quarter in ES. We're 10 wide at 96 and a quarter. And today's low is 85.50. I'm not using L's lows because we didn't get far enough away for me for the probe. In SPY, our all-time high is now 608.48. 607.39 is our 10 wide POC. And today's low is 606.30. So before I get to the charts, just like I said coming into today, that price spike was our line in the sand. Well, today's low is very important for the bulls, right? Because again, you take it out, you're going to good chance you come into, not good chance, you will come into balance on the daily. NQ is still holding the monthly gap below. Not this gap. This is the other gap. Don't forget. Look at these gaps. You know, there's been a lot of emotional trading. Yeah, but we have that large one in NQ. You have the price spike, remember? And then, look at this, all the way down here, monthly gap. That's all the way down at 017.50. Now, can we get down there? That's a long ways. $10, whatever it is. Sure you can. Doesn't mean the market's bad. It just means that, look, who's been propping this market up? It's been anybody like you and me that's been buying it. That's it. So it wouldn't be too hard to have a day where NQ comes in, you know, $10. Just wouldn't. It also doesn't mean that the market would be horrible at all. Because I don't think they would really pull this market back over the last 3 weeks. We might get a severe pullback for a day or two. I'd be a little shocked if they pulled back and continued to say for 3 weeks. But for now, first things first, you got to take out today's low for anything to start happening on the downside. Okay? And then just quickly on the chart, we're at 27 million. So it's not the lightest yet. No, it's not. 26.9 was. But there's no doubt we're going to be in the top 10 lightest, which is absolutely horrific. Here you go. The ranges in volume keep getting smaller and smaller. So again, if you were to come in and fill this gap in ES, here's triple Qs, NQ. If you were to come in and fill this gap, would I be surprised? No, would not. So anyway, hope you had a good day trading. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.